Good to see you.
Hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Joanne Poluch with Remarque Art Consulting, and it is my pleasure to be here today with Teresa Phillips and Marcela Bahar, and we're talking about all things Paint Ontario today.
Yes,
Right?
yeah, we're one of many discussions, some had before and some a little bit new, right? So, but I think we want to talk to artists about why they should enter Ontario.
Well, let's do that. First of all, I just wanted to announce that you are the founder of the Grand Bend Arts Center.
Yes.
And you're also the curator of Paint Ontario. So
Yes.
you're the big cheese in all
Right
of this.
now, that's my
Teresa.
job.
This is this
Chunk of cheddar.
Big
big
chunk of
chunk of
cheddar.
cheddar, and a big chunk of cheddar you are. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. The deadline is approaching.
Yes.
For people to submit to Paint
February
Ontario.
28th. I think the last time we saw each other, we said it was March 1st. It's a day away.
Okay.
What artist, reasonable artist, ever enters on the first day anyway? So, but it is. So be ready by March 1st. You should be ready to enter, which means you have to get your artwork ready to send to us.
Right.
And since the pandemic, we have gone digital. Everything that we look at now, we don't see it up close. We see just a picture of it. So that's why I thought I'd bring up my screen today, because this is the actual screen that we use for Paint Ontario. And way down here, there is a place where I can go, and it says team, and there'll be a gallery. And let's hope everything is where it's supposed to be. Okay, we'll go back to a previous gallery. Sorry, this is always fun, right? Talk amongst yourselves.
So let's just talk for a minute. Paint Ontario is a juried exhibition. Last year there were 240 entries that were submitted from artists across the province and out of the province as well.
Correct.
And Marcela, you are a judge for a new category, which is sculpture.
Sculpture, which
Right.
entails mixed media, glass, clay, metal, and stone and woodworking.
Okay, so this is the place actually to be in Ontario for this particular exhibition, which opens February the 28th, and the deadline to submit is March the 16th. Teresa is going to show us a brand new fancy website.
I am, and I'm really trying hard to get there. But basically, you can see from this photograph that when we get your artwork, this is what size we see. This is how we see it.
Right.
So
Online, it's an online submission
it's
process.
online submission only. And just so that you know, the jurors don't see your name. So
It's a blind
don't,
jury.
Yeah, it's a blind jury. Yeah, we see the size and the medium. We can't ignore a signature on there, of course, but it happens. But this is, as you know, how we view the artwork. And so if you're sending a photograph, this is what we see. So
Right. Your photographs
get
have to
some
be good,
help.
is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
if you
right?
need help, ask a photography friend.
Right.
If you're taking pictures of artwork that's under glass, it's very common for a lot of artists to take the picture without the glass. And fair enough, if you don't get in, you don't have to frame it. There's 2 weeks between the time you get accepted to the time the work has to be there, so you have time. Don't try and shoot it through the glass. Even if it's really good museum glass, sometimes there's that little bit of deception and blur, right? Make sure it's square and don't edit it. Don't make it brighter or make any corrections, because if it shows up and it doesn't look like this, we're not going to keep it. And we really hope you didn't drive a really long way and for that to happen. And being on that point, this is why we're filling up the new website with more information about framing, what not to do, what to do. You know yourself as a professional. You counsel a lot of artists.
I do.
There's a presentation. You can see when an artist has cared. If the work is unframed, the sides must be finished, not, can I say half-assed painted?
You can.
We had a unfortunate incident with an artist who brought some work in the back of the canvas, was dirty and dusty.
So-
First of all, make sure you're sending us current work, but secondly, we're gonna send it back with you, and we just don't want to do that.
So let's get to some of the important dates and details, Teresa.
Yeah.
Can I just jump in here for one
Sure,
second?
yes.
When it comes to jurying with the fine art, one photograph will suffice for the fine art.
Yeah.
Sure.
With the sculptural
Sculpture.
component, you may want to take 2 or 3
Sure.
images,
Yeah,
and
sure.
we will allow that
Fair enough.
because you want to get the full
dimensional.
idea of and the design
Right.
of how flat it is, how wide it is, how big is it.
Right.
So yes, we'll take.
We
more
invested in
images.
some plinths last year for the show,
Yes,
and we're going to
lovely.
get some more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have set sizes, and we really want the sculpture to enhance the flat, they should work with each other. I mean, it gives such a relief. Looking at the flat work and this 3-dimensional pieces are just a great addition.
Yeah,
and yes,
absolutely, yes.
we need good photographs of
Good
that
photographs,
too.
yes.
Because you
Okay.
only get a shot. There's going to be six or 700 images that we're all going to look at, and you got to stand out. So currently we don't. I'm going to bring that back up. Currently we don't have you include the frame in your picture,
Okay.
but it does matter with the size. So when you go to enter, you have to include the framing size.
Okay.
So be careful, folks, and really take a look at that.
So let's talk about the critical details, Teresa. So the entry opens Feb 28th and it closes March the 16th.
Yes.
And then artists will be able to inquire on the website if their submission has been accepted by March the 24th.
Right.
Okay, so that sounds all well
And then
good.
when that happens, a couple of things will be triggered. And we had a little difficulty with it last year. Sorry, guys. We're going to send you a PDF or a file that says, I've been accepted to Paint Ontario. We don't want you to share the painting. It causes so many problems. Once the show opens on May 3rd, the whole gallery will be live.
Right. So that's cool. So intake is then, if you're accepted, the artwork is dropped off at the Grand Band Art Center.
Right, or this year we're arranging some pickup spots for
Awesome.
maybe 5,
Awesome.
all with more than an hour away from drop off. If you're an hour away, you should be able to get here.
So this means artists in sort of, Oakville,
Collingwood,
Burlington,
Oakville.
Collingwood, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge. There will be drop-off spots for those artists that have their work accepted. So
And
this
it'll
is
be
terrific.
That's right, and it will be on the website. It'll be a $10 cost, and I know gas costs more than that these days. We'll pick it up or at that location and hopefully not bring it back. But we're just finalizing the details of times to drop off, because the people who are letting us drop off, that's such a gift for us. So
Big time.
yeah, so we'll have maps and times and dates to drop off the work, and we'll come pick it up for you.
Big time exhibition. Actually, Paint Ontario is probably the place where you want to be to have your artwork shown in the province, I would say.
There's so few shows of this size, first of all,
and the quality.
and
caliber.
the quality. We have
And long-standing, 28
Yes.
years
yeah,
and running,
yeah,
right?
exactly, yeah. So and we really, it's whether you're a new artist or a seasoned artist, hanging next to someone whose work matches up to yours or makes yours look better. It's just such a joy. So many galleries, there's not enough galleries, we know that. And so this is a place that gallery owners come to. They
do.
will come and look for new artists. So
They do.
it's a great opportunity. And we want to give back to the artists who don't get in as well. So if you don't make it into the show, you will get still a pass to the show. You can come anytime, as many times as you like.
Nice.
And we encourage you to do that. We're rounding up some prizes for the people who enter, who didn't get in, little opportunities. We've changed our critique system. There's a critique always that you can get access. But this time we're going to offer artists other options. So maybe, Joanne, they need to come and talk to you.
Sure.
There's a lot of artists out there getting ready to go to the next step. And there's processes that they need to do.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about that, of course.
Yeah, you bet we are. And I'm going to be in attendance and speaking as one of the speakers as part of your presentation. So this is a weekend event. It opens on May the 2nd
Yes.
at 4 p.m.
Yes.
Right? And that's when, and on May the 3rd, the online gallery will be available
Live, yeah.
for artists to check their paintings to see if they've been sold. So tremendous success here last year, even though the market has been soft. Last year there were $90,000 worth of artwork that was sold, which is incredible, right?
It really is. And again, expanding the show with all the activities that we have added over the past. We have lots of demonstrations, and they're not limited to painters. As you know, Marcela and I are trying really hard to bring in more types of artwork without, you know, taking away anything from the show. Historically, it's been a representational show. So, but we have a sculptor and a glassblower who come, and they're going to be doing demonstrations. So you get an opportunity to fall in love with the process.
Awesome.
Right? And we have a kids weekend, we have a cultural weekend, we have our little shop. We're trying to make a great little venue for a couple, well, it's 19 days long, the show. So.
Well, you're not trying, Teresa. You do have a great thing going. I mean, let's be honest that it's fantastic. I want to talk about the prize money that's available. So you've upped the prize money this year. Can you talk about first prize, even in your category, Marcela?
So we put $1,000 onto our first prize. So it's not $2,000, it's $3,000, folks. $3,000 first prize. I mean, that's huge. We've upped our second prize by $500 or $250. I think it was $750, and we have upped our honorable mentions by $250 each. So we've added about $1,000 worth of value, $2,000 worth of value on the first prize category.
Fantastic.
And Marcela?
For sculpture, we have $1,000 best in show. We have two $500 prizes. One is Judge's Choice, and one is second best in show. And then we have two honorable mentions at $250.
Right. So
that's
fantastic.
And a reminder that as jurors, the artists dictate the flavor of the show.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't know what we're getting. We open it up and it's like Christmas.
Yes, it's so much fun.
You know, and so I've used this example before. And if you're painting snow, don't. No. They say that because it's spring. We've all had enough of winter. But we get a lot of rocks, water, and trees. Ontario is more than rocks, water, and trees. We've done well with some of our cityscapes, selling our side streets, our quaint little towns. What's happening? Tell a story.
And collages, we're getting more collages.
We're getting more collages. You know, we're getting different more contemporary works that still fall in with the representational genre. But I think that if we get 50 snow paintings, we're only going to hang 5 or 6 snow paintings. So be mindful. Be mindful, check the website, look at what the winners have been in the past. Also, I think you want to consider the size. So we are limited in space. And if you are a painter who paints really big, our recommendation is that you send us 1 big one for choice and 2 smaller ones. You've got a much better choice of getting in 3. Mm-hmm. Not all artists get 3 paintings in, some get 2, some only get 1. But we want to provide original art for everybody, from $200 to $4,500, $7,500 sculptures in up to $7,500.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we want to give a good quality project and a great opportunity for all the artists to show off.
So you know you're not going to get any snow paintings, right?
I hope.
Well, then we need a snow globe that's made from mixed media.
I like that idea a lot, right? You know, I just saying push it. You know what we're talking about. With oh my God, we could talk all day about the media problems for artists, right? There's all these formats, Etsy, and you're trying to sell on Facebook, and again, it's just a sea. We're bombarded. Mm-hmm. You got to stand out, right?
Amen.
And Paint
my
Ontario
mantra
is
for a long time.
Right, and in person. You get to see that work. They're gonna, before somebody spends $5,000, they're going to be looking around. You know, they really want to take that home.
So this is the challenge of being a
Yes.
part of Paint Ontario, is that you are looking for artwork that is of high level creativity.
Yes.
We don't want sameness, which, you know, artists are always tempted to fall into. We don't necessarily want sunflowers,
No.
right? We
The
want
floral
to
era, it comes and goes. But you're talking more decorative, really, right? Unless that has some real punch to it. We talk about portraiture. So I added the portraiture. It's one of the first things I did as the curator.
Good.
Because people love to look at the figure. However, portraiture doesn't traditionally sell because it's of someone else. So we changed it to figurative. That's new. And so we want more of a scene with people in it.
Like a cityscape, for example, with people in it.
Sure.
You know.
People on sitting, dangling their feet over the side of a boat.
Right.
You know, sitting at a cafe. Exactly. Right. Golfing. Come on. There are a lot of golfers out here. People. Golf courses are stunning. Have you seen the light on you? Of course you have. I mean, there are lots of times I just want to stop golfing and go, wow, this would make a great picture. You know?
That's what an experienced painter does, is that they do capture that fleeting moment where they intuitively know that it's going to be a good painting.
And the secret is the light. The light. Guys, you cannot overdo the light. A focal point can be light. I mean, if you're painting a landscape, that's one thing, but if there's a light bouncing around it, that's the magic.
And your light at the exhibition, Teresa, is fantastic because it is at the Grand Bend Legion. Let's be honest, the connotation may be that the ambiance is not the best. But you've invested in a great sum of money to make it very pleasing.
Teresa Marie has totally transformed the region.
Right.
You want to walk into a new place, and you know, again, we had a tremendous amount of help from the Rotary Club with $20,000. The White Squirrel Golf Course, they were in for $5,000 plus all that Marcela and Mac do for us. But it's just it's a wonderful community to be a part of, and we've really invested. So we're here to stay, and we just want to keep making it more fun. And we want that networking. Opening night is for artists, and if you were lucky enough to be accepted into the show, you get a ticket for opening night. Gotta pay for your spouse. Oh, and a free drink. And but you can come back many times. Bring your friends. This is your opportunity to shine, and we really want you to do that. So
there's some submissions from last year.
Yeah, these were the winners from last year.
Yes.
I mean, this painting sold. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
God,
fantastic.
it's so, people were mesmerized by it.
Fantastic
And it's black and white. This was a traditional portrait, so you're going to see less of this type and more of this type. So see this? It's a story.
Yep.
There's a girl out there,
Narrative.
you know. So this is more of what we're looking for. And I think there's our sculpture. Oh my God, this little guy, he was just a gem.
Muskoka boy.
Oh, he was just so wonderful.
Awesome.
John Clinton, he's just a wonderful sculpture. And look at these beautiful. These were wood. People couldn't believe it. They were just so shocked. And this big wall hanging piece. Which was terrific. People, again, I think you talked about using found objects, and Jim is really good at that. Yeah. And this beautiful little lamp,
gorgeous. That's gorgeous.
This is found wood, driftwood, with paper mache and fern leaves incorporated into the paper mache. It's just beautiful, and I actually purchased that one.
Yeah. And it was, you know, and again, this, oh my God, stunning piece. It was huge, wasn't it? And it weighed virtually nothing. We were worried. We thought we should super glue this down to the table. So yeah, and we've got, this was the Mayor's Purchase Award, which is going to continue, and he gets to pick our piece, and it goes to one of our local municipal buildings. So we have lots to offer, more to come.
Sure do.
And you're also wheelchair accessible. So, and if you have mobility issues, we do have seating there.
Good.
And there's easy access to get in and
Very
out. So
easy
if that's
access.
an issue,
Absolutely.
it's not a concern.
And we'll open on Mother's Day every year now. So we're trying to find some fun things for what reasons to bring your mom out to paint in Ontario. And we have, last year we had some little paper flowers you could make. We have a button maker, and come out and bring mom or grandma and enjoy the show. And yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
So for $35 for submission.
First entry.
For first entry, and
$10 for each one.
And how many entries can the artist?
3.
3. Okay. So get busy. The clock is ticking now,
It's ticking.
right?
Yeah,
It's ticking, and we're really. I mean, last year the gala was tremendous.
It was
packed.
It was packed. Yes.
Right.
And that's you know, from our other venue, we're down a few seats, but we have a 300 seating capacity. normally the buyers get there first, so we can run 500-600 people through here, guys. If you're patient, go over to the store.
And you ring a bell when there's a sale.
Oh, we have so much fun.
Right? So the bell was ringing all night long. So
that's great. We have the stage now. I think there's a picture of us up on the stage. We have our own stage. We've never had that before.
Awesome.
And Cindy gave away a couple of wonderful opportunities to artists last year.
Yeah.
And again, it's a choice award. So, take a look around the website.
Yes.
Familiarize yourself with the process.
Yes.
There'll be some tutorials now on there for new people. We're working on it by February 28th.
Right.
It'll be slick as whatever slick these
So
days.
there will be tutorials for artists that perhaps are not used to submitting online.
Yes.
I think your point is good, Teresa, about high-res images to be submitted. After all, there are going to be 5 or 6 jurors that are going to be looking at the submissions, and the competition is fairly intense.
Yeah.
So it is important to submit high-res images. And as you say, whether you can do that yourself or you hire a photographer to do that.
And if I could cover one more quick topic, I'll try to be quick on a very, very serious topic, folks, and that's plagiarism. We have a lot of artists who police the show, and unfortunately in the past, we've had to remove a painting because someone showed me the Google image from which it was painted. As the jury, we don't do that, but if they get there and we find it out, we have to take it out. If you are working, you should work from your own work. Paint Ontario has its own rules. Every show has its own rules. But in Paint Ontario, we want that experience to be from the second you took that picture to the surroundings all the way to the completion. So please don't cheat and take something off of a website from a fantastic photographer who worked really hard to get that photograph. Come up with your own ideas.
You can use it as an inspiration.
Absolutely.
That could be your pivoting point.
Sure.
But you have to make it your own.
Yes. Oh, go in that light is great. I'm going to go do that. Yeah. So be mindful.
Okay, girls. So is this a wrap?
I think it's a wrap.
So I think it's time for lunch. Everybody else.
I think it's a wrap. I think we covered. So February 28th, be mindful, artists, that you need to get on board. And we don't want everybody to submit March the 15th.
No, we don't, because it's really hard. Things crash.
So thank you for joining us this morning.
And we'll see you on May 2nd, everybody, too. Big night.
What you've made.
And Paint Ontario is going to be where it's at.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, super.
Thank you.